some much punishment. Round two, ground and pound, TKO. Nice.
Welcome everyone to an episode of the V Report. It's your girl Norna Tish and my amazing co-host Rick Sincere. Rick, say hello to the people.
Hey, how y'all doing? It's Rick Sincere. I'm so happy to be here. Did I pause for a minute, V?
You did.
Was it like an awkward pause? It's fine.
It was, but it was okay.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to hop into the show. Let's do it, V.
All right. So this is not the last Wednesday of wait a minute. I think it is the last Wednesday of Women's History Month, which is why we're gonna no, it's not. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But anyway, we're gonna talk about women that are impactful in sports. We both gonna bring you our top 5, and we just gonna get to it and make it poppin'. Okay, you hear me?
We got one more.
Okay, we got one more. Okay.
Yeah, we got one more.
And little housekeeping thing. Since it is Women's History Month, again, shine some light on your favorite women in your life. Your girl got short hair. Yeah. For just this week. You'll never know what's gonna happen next week because I can come in long and mermaid in it. Okay. So I am ready to talk about some women in sports. Rick, are you ready?
I am ready. How you want to do this? You want to go back and forth? Like you go, I go, you go, I go. All right, cool. So ladies first.
All right. Hitting with my number 5 is going to be the one, the only Simone Biles. Those who know me, I love gymnastics. I actually did gymnastics for a very short period of time when I was young because it was expensive. But I wish I was as talented as Simone Biles because one, she is just a phenomenal gymnast. It's like that's not even the best way to describe that. She's one of the best gymnasts to ever do it. And to see her, first of all, this girl, like what, 4, 5, 4, 6, little bitty old girl. But what she can do on the beam, what she can do on even bars, what she can do on that mat is something that not even the biggest giants can do. So it was just amazing to see her grow into this person. So I'm gonna now volley it to Rick.
All right, let's do it. All right. I like that one. I like that. That's a good start. So she's coming in at 5. For me, Wilma Rudolph comes in at 5.
Come on.
So I'm gonna go with her. I love her story. It was like Forrest Gump before Forrest Gump. You remember when Forrest Gump had those had the brace on his leg and he had to kind of run through it. And so same with her. She started off because of polio. She had her leg, left leg, I believe, was in a brace, and her family would just rub it until she turned 9. And then at 9 she was able to come out of the break. What's up, Connie Westside? She was able to come out of the brace and then go on from there to earn 3 gold medals, right? So love her story. Love the fact that she's an overcomer, and so I'm gonna go with Wilma Rudolph to start off. She's at 5 for me.
All right.
This is the absolute craziest show to have Connie Westside on. But go ahead.
Yeah, we're talking about women. Jeez Louise. So my number 4 is going to be Katrina Witt. She's a figure skater. Yes, your girl Nora loves figure skating. One of my favorite parts of the Winter Olympics is figure skating. I love it. No one understands why, but it's just such a beautiful art. Katrina is a fantastic figure skater. Her ability to do pints and to do the spins that she does and the velocity, how quickly she does it, it's out of this world. So that's why she's my number 4.
Love it. I'm gonna go with Steffi Graf as my number 4. So Graf so if you don't know her, she's a tennis player and she held the number 1 spot in the world for longer than any male or female. And so I'm gonna go with her there. Of course, right? There's a lot of love for a lot of women in tennis. We'll get to that later.
Yes, we will.
But Steffi Graf comes in at 4 for me.
All right. It's crazy that Rick had Woman Rudolph because she's my number 3. Again, her story with polio is just so inspiring. And I used to run track. I love track. So to be someone who's like runs funny like I do, because once you tear your ACLs, you do run funny. So just to see how she was able to conduct herself and was able to still produce excellence is why she's my number 3.
I love it. Okay, so for my number 3, I have to split it, and this may be wrong. I may not be like I may disqualify myself in doing this, but I have to split it because I think about the current era of women's boxing, and I think about the beginning era or the time that caught everybody's imagination era of women's boxing, and I have to put 2 women in that spot, and that's Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields, right? So the GWOAT, along with who was the first person who was called herself the GOAT in women's boxing, right? And I love the way they kind of went back and forth with each other as a possible comeback for Layla, right? Layla ain't coming back fighting no Clarissa because she's gonna get killed, but at the same time she will. Like, I love Layla, but it's
gotta be real, man.
It's different. It's different. It's different. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna go with for both of those women and listen, when you look at Clarissa, she can kind of switch sports, go off, dominate another sport, right? In mixed martial arts, and then come back and dominate in boxing. Clarissa is phenomenal. So I'm gonna go with Clarissa and Layla for my number 3 spot. Who you got
All
for
right.
2?
Number 2, I'm keeping it in track and field. Florence Griffith Joyner Flojo. Okay. Because I love Flojo's vibe. I loved how she just presented herself and was unapologetically herself, and that speed dynamite. Because you could talk about, I love the fact they would talk about her nails, talk about how she's not how it's supposed to look, but you could not catch that girl. You couldn't catch her. And she would just, her outfits, the fashion, her ability to just dominate on that track. Again, track girl here. So I love Flojo. She was a huge inspiration, and again, another dominant woman in sports.
Okay. I love the Flojo. And it's funny because some of the ladies who are on yours are not on mine. Right? and honestly, because one woman is on yours, I'm gonna leave her off mine a little bit. My
you know who my number 1 is?
I think I do, but my number 1 is Babe the Harris. And so here's why. So Babe in the 1930s, I believe, this is what this lady did, right? She came onto basically the athletic scene. She was horrible in school, like horrible. She had to take some time off before she graduated high school. She just wasn't good at it.
Man.
She wasn't good at it, but as an athlete, she was dope. 80-meter hurdle, javelin, second in the high jump, all-American basketball player. She took up golf and was the first lady golfer to capture the imagination of the United States. She won the United States Open or the US Open 3 times, right? So she dominated in almost every area of sports. So she was in multiple areas of sports, and she was dominant in all of them. And so when I look at Babe Harris, right? And I'm probably saying her name wrong. I'm probably murdering her name. There's probably some person out there, man. Oh, like, you're killing the legend of Babe. I may be, but
that's your old man.
You're murdering the legend of Babe. and I very well may be, but real talk. I gotta go with Babe here. And look, I call my wife Babe all the time. So that kind of vibes with me. Oh, look, Connie Westside throwing out names. Okay.
Allison Felix, yes.
Look, Billie Jean King. Now, Billie Jean King was an honorable mention on mine too. 39 Grand Slam titles. Yep. So I see you, Westside. I see you. Look, it's so weird to have him here for this. But anyway, go ahead. You know what? He might be here on purpose. God may be calling him here for this. Go ahead. Go ahead, Venora.
My number one favorite female athlete of all time. It's going to be the one person I wanted to be, which is Serena Williams. Those that know me, I only played tennis and played as hard as I did for as long as I did because I wanted to be Serena Williams. She is so inspiring in so many different ways. She's literally for my MBA program. She was my quote for the yearbook and my quote under my picture when my name was called. And when I had every time I do a speech, I always edit with Serena Williams, like some type of quote that she has. I throw it in there because she is just so dynamite. She was everything to me. She was just somebody that, like, watching her play her last game was such an emotional moment for me because I literally grew up watching her. Grew up wanting to be her. I put beads in my hair because Serena and Venus have beads in their hair. I wanted to play tennis because Serena played tennis. And she was a little chocolate girl just like me, just wanting to live out her dream. And she was just, she was not gone. We know she's still here, praise God. But she was just so, I don't have to talk past tense, but someone who's currently here. So she was like, her as an athlete.
Memorialize this lady. Stop it.
Okay. I was like, her as an athlete, though, she just dominated my heart. That made me want to be even more driven, even though y'all know who really drove my thing, but she added that fuel to that fire. So everything I do with excellence because that's how Serena did her things, and that's how I do move from this point forward.
Look, Kanye Westside is like, why? Why is it funny for me to be here? Bro, you know why.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
If there is one hater of women's sport,
you hate women.
I can't go that far. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I've seen Kanye Westside tell one lady, man, I'm not gonna do that to you, Kanye. I love you, bro. Anyway, I gotta go 1A, 1B here. My 1B would definitely be Serena, but my 1A is going to be Candace Parker. So
okay,
Candace Parker is probably
honorable mention.
Look, Candace Parker is for me the number one women's athlete of all time. Wow. Just check this out for a second. Look at the calls coming in.
Calls coming in.
People want to know what's going on. Yo, so look at this really. So a two-time WNBA champion, WNBA Finals MVP, two-time WNBA MVP, seven-time All-Star, WNBA Defensive Player of the Year, All-Star Game MVP, Rookie of the Year, All Rookie Team, first team, seven-time first team, three-time second team, two-time All Defensive second team, three-time rebounding leader, three-time peak performer. This woman, five-time Russian national champion, right? Four-time. I can go on and on and on. This list, I'm not even halfway through it. I'm not even halfway through her list of accomplishments. That is Candace Parker. I realized that when they put on that commercial, I am a consumer. And so when they put on her commercial, I realized at that moment, like I saw all the accolades and I didn't know who they were talking about. I'm like, who is this phenomenal athlete that I have no understanding of? Right. They kept reading off stuff that she had done and not really putting a name to it. And then boom, it was Candace Parker. And I was like, whoa, mad respect. So for me, Candace Parker, number one in my book. And somebody will say, well, how is she the greatest athlete when she only like did that in one sport? Right? Look, they called Tom Brady one of the greatest athletes of all time. And if you can see Tom Brady, he can't run worth a lick. So he will never dominate in track. He can't like Tom Brady. No, he can dominate in football. Right. And so if he could be one of the greatest athletes of all time, right, then I can for sure put Candace Parker as the greatest female athlete of all time in my book.
All right. I'm not against it. I like it. I like it. It seems like, Rick, it's time for us to hit a commercial. We are way over time.
Let's do it.
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
It's your world, V. What we into, man? Shout out to the sponsor, Ozell brand. Listen, Ozell brand. Ozell so hard, y'all. And I love the fact now you can find that shoe in Walmart. So if you're looking for, you can find the Ozell shoe in Walmart. The cleats are available in Walmart in both the white and gold and the black and gold. You can find both pair in Walmart or at walmart.com. So check out our sponsor. Really, really good dude. Like beyond just, a creative, right? Just a phenomenal dude and somebody who really has a heart for the people. So, shout out to him for supporting us and pushing us. And we definitely support and push him as well. Go for it, V.
Yes, thank you, Ozell Brand, for everything you do. You are very much appreciated over here. So, it's March Madness, Rick. We're going to the Sweet 16. Is your bracket dead or is it still alive? Also, are you still have a perfect bracket? Because you was talking that talk.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm that dude. So
okay, period.
Listen, look, as of the last time that I checked, I was at I was at about like, so I went from 100 down to like 72%, right? It wasn't horrible. It wasn't no. I mean, hey, games happen. So but I was still doing pretty well.
To 96. So I'm
whatever. I mean, you probably, but where are you at now? Like, where you at right now?
When Duke lost, it got kind of different.
Last time that I checked, I still need my respect. All right, so.
Virginia lost, it got kind of different.
So as I look at it, I'm gonna go through my bracket and I'm gonna pull it up again. But real talk, I was doing well. When you when you can come out straight up and predict the the first upset of the tournament like I did, that's crazy.
Respect is given to you for that. Because you're the only one who did predict that.
Only one in America.
In America.
And look, when it went down, it's so funny because you watch games differently when you are when your pride is on the line, right? So Kennesaw State was in that battle, and Kennesaw State could have actually won the game that they were in their first game. And when I looked at Kennesaw State, now I live in Georgia. I love Kennesaw State. I love the school. I definitely support the people who are in Georgia if they're not playing football. So I'm like, yo, a part of me, and I'm in the barbershop at that point, and the whole barbershop like, come on, Kennesaw State. And secretly, I was like, I was hating.
Not nasty face.
I was hating. Why was I hating, V? Because I didn't pick them in my bracket. So I didn't want them to win. And they were very close to winning, and I didn't want it to happen. So it was loyalty to my bracket over these, over the state. So did you watch any games? Did you watch any games, V?
I agree with you. Loyalty to my bracket because Maryland took on Alabama, and I have Alabama winning it all. So watching that Maryland team fight against Alabama, I was like, I hope things get slowed down.
Bracket first.
But that actually was a pretty good game. Maryland held it down for a little bit, but then again, when you're one of the number one seeds, there's a reason why you're number one, and Alabama did kind of get back up in that game.
What's your percentage right now, V? I can tell you what my percentage is.
Let me see. Let me log in and see, because right now my internet trying to play with me.
I'm still nice out here. I'm still nice in these streets, yo.
You said I'm still nice in these streets.
I'm still nice.
Well, you talk while I log in.
All right, so look, right now I'm at 70%. I'm gonna tell you why.
That's not nice.
I'm not done though.
Okay, you're not out. You're not out.
I'm not finished. You feel me? Yes, I rank 5.9 million in the world. Well, how many people are there in the world?
Out of
billions of people. So I'm still going hard. Yes, all my number one seeds are pretty much finished. Like, so
really?
Almost. Look, basically, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. In the championship, I have Alabama winning it all, just like you do. Yeah. Right? So I have Alabama winning it all. But everybody else I thought would be in the Final Four, toast, son. They done. So I have Marquette. I had Kansas. Actually, not everybody. Houston is still
same.
Houston is still alive. So I had Houston and I had Alabama. And so while everybody else is done for me, all my other Final Four done, right? You can see that my hope is still alive and I can still win this thing. when you had a type of belief in yourself that I do, V.
Come on, preach it.
It's different. You know what I mean? Like I looked at the bracket and I told y'all how we worked this bracket out, right? Pick the higher seed. Sometimes don't. Right?
Sometimes that is like literally the craziest advice. Sometimes don't.
Very simple, right? That is the strategy. Now, how does it work for me? Miraculously, right? Consistently, amazingly, and I don't know, impressively. That's how this works for me. And you should do the same thing. Now, do you want to be at 70%? Maybe not. Maybe you want to be a higher percentage. V, where you at? You got your stuff up yet?
97%.
What?
And I'm not even lying. It tells the truth. I can post it when I post this, y'all.
What's your percentage?
97% accuracy.
How?
I ranked 648,000
in the world.
In the world. Man, one thing about me, I know what I'm talking about.
I don't like this anymore.
My final four, though, I can show y'all my final four.
Dang! I was feeling good.
No, keep that, because again, if Alabama goes down, man, you're gonna see me get real quiet.
She said keep that. Yo, if Alabama goes down, you still win. I'm at 5.9 million in the world. You ain't even at 1 million yet. Oh man, this ain't right. This ain't a great year for me, apparently.
I keep telling y'all, when it comes to this girl here in this March Madness, I love college basketball, so I'm all in. I'm paying attention. I'm all like, okay, I see how these people are shooting. I said they don't play off the dribble well. These people don't know how to shoot off the dribble. These people know how to shoot off on the dribble. This dude here got a strong layup. These mugs shoot some threes. I'll be paying attention.
And now I got to listen to you give me half analysis because your score is higher than mine. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying because I watch basketball. I don't just watch LeBron. I watch basketball.
You know good and well you ain't watching these college men playing no basketball.
I watch Maryland.
Except for during March Madness.
Maryland and Duke. I'm a Duke fan, so I watch Duke games.
Wait. You telling me
I watch
live on air that during the regular season, you watch Maryland and Duke men's basketball college games?
Yes. Because here's what I do. Because I have a very expensive habit that I can't say on air that makes basketball more fun to watch. So I'm sitting here like, all right. And I'm still one of those people that get excited about going to a basketball game. So when and I'm trying, hopefully MTMV can cover some more collegiate games. Okay.
Yeah.
Get some money right on us, please. Because I love getting those free tickets to go to the Maryland games. I get to go to the football games. I get to go to the basketball games sometimes. So I love it. But I'm an actual Duke fan. I actually enjoy watching Duke basketball. This year has been pretty crappy, but I normally like to watch it. It's like how I like to watch LSU. Like I watch LSU football.
I watch LSU too. Yeah. I watch LSU football.
I was
basketball. So proud of myself, V, until you said your thing.
Can't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
I'm ready to move on.
It seems like it's time for another commercial, y'all. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back right after this.
Yeah. Come on, let go, man. Yeah. I wanna be remembered for the good I did, not for accolades and accomplishments. Did I treat people with the love of God? Walk in my purpose, seeking no applause. Did I tear down idols that were in my way? And in my darkest moments, did I keep the faith? Here to give a message, man, forget the fame. Can't allow our hearts to remain the same. We need to change. Get the money, the cars, and the clothes. None of that's gonna last when it's our time to go. Gotta stay focused, gotta run your race. Time to get to it, cause we in the last days. Tell me what's your legacy? What's your legacy? What's your legacy? Tell me what's your legacy?
You guys check out Legacy Man, why I just lose the name of it? Let's see, because that's our sponsors. Okay, check them out. Amazing comic book, amazing work, and just Crispy coming in with the mess off the rip. That's what I'm talking about. Just be petty, but amazing comic book, amazing illustrations, amazing story.
Crispy is wrong. That song is great.
I like the legacy song.
You got to see us in the background, man, while he's singing.
We be
that
dancing.
Song,
and I'll be at Christian talk, but I'd be like, I'm not tossing on that little song. I ain't gonna be real. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's good. I like that song.
It's given that BB and CeCe Winans where you forgot that they were Christian artists, because one song I was like, I thought you were supposed to make love to this song. Oh, it's about God, Jesus. He know my heart.
What be so funny is that so they're brother and sister, and because they're brother and sister, it's kind of weird. Like some of the song, it'd be so weird. They brother, so I'll be playing the song, and my wife would be like, "You still listen to these brother and sister sing these love songs?" And I'm like, yes, I am, right? Because it may feel weird. Like when you talk about it too much, it may feel weird, but it's still dope music. So I like it.
Oh, I honestly thought it was baby making music. And then I realized, Lord, they talking about God. Ain't that something? I will be honest with you. I think God, my heart.
It's super not baby making music.
No.
Look, but so
shout out to BB and CeCe Winans.
Shout out to BB.
Y'all want time to make a baby.
Look, it's so funny. Somebody just left. They was like, I can't put up this.
So it's okay. Y'all can get over it. Y'all done it too.
Look, Chris said drop it low for the kingdom.
Period. God said multiply, right? You ain't multiplied by just sitting up.
All right, so let's bring it back. So next week we should start our XFL segment. So we'll be able to bring on actually we don't have to bring on anybody. You're at the game, so we can actually kind of talk to you about it. And because you're at the games and you're you're doing your thing, we can go with you, and we'll bring on actually Dante, either Dante Pryor, Professor Dante, or the voice will be here next week. And so we'll start off with that next week. But for this week, okay, I have a questions for you. Let me just make this an Ask for Nora segment. This will be our last one of the day, right? But let me just ask for Nora some questions here. Is that cool? Can I do an Ask for Nora?
Also, Rick put out some amazing work that I've done. I've interviewed the star wide receiver. And, I'm trying to get a little shorty's number, but I got to interview him twice, and I'm going to interview him on Monday. I already got this already told, but shout out to Rick for putting together that amazing graphic and actually putting it out there, because this one here don't know what she's doing. So I just be doing. I do talent. He produce.
Look,
that's how this team works.
That's how the team works.
Shout out to you, Rick. I'm ready for questions though.
Thank you. Here we go. Okay, so my first question is, what's up? Why you always interview Lucky after every game with the DC Defenders? Talk to us. Inquiring minds want to know.
So the reason why I interview Lucky is because one, I really am about building rapport with players, and which is one of the things that Rick knows about me. I really want to have my own path to the draft show. I want to actually do a documentary following young men that and eventually hopefully young women that are heading towards their professional careers. So Lucky was actually the first person that was willing to talk to me, because on my first day covering the XFL, actually at the games doing press and doing media stuff, no one wanted to talk to me. It was I was actually, I'll get to that in a sec. I'll answer that question a little bit differently in a second.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. So what happened was I had absolutely no idea what I was doing in the press box. I just walked up in there, and those of you guys who watch Legally Blonde, Black Elle Woods here. I had my little fuzzy pink pen, my little notebook, taking notes, because I know how to write. So I'm a writer. So I'm putting together stuff to write for my article for the other company I also work with.
You can say their name. We like that.
Ambush Sports Network. Shout out to you guys. And I wanted to definitely write a good article there. And I wanted to do the media stuff. We are on the MTMV. We're doing a lot more media. You're seeing us more.
Yeah.
Ambush, you guys read us. Here you see us. So I wanted to, get do both of my jobs, because both of them, the networks got me in the press box in the first place. So I didn't know what I was doing. I really used pretty privilege. I was a cute little thing up in there. Y'all know this thing is thanging over here. Miss Thang is thanging. Period. And I was walking up and around. I was asking people, and they thought I was just a ditzy chick that didn't know what I was talking about. And while I was up in that press box, I wasn't treated really nicely. Because these men thought, I'm just some girl who got her way up in this box. But when I started talking football, that's when I got the respect of the room. And that's when the media director actually took me to meet the players. That Lucky had a bunch of he actually, I think he had like at least 4 20+ yard catches. So that was the point for me to be able to I was like, this would be good for MTMV and for Ambush to be able to interview the star of the day. So that's what I did. He was the breakout of the day. He was making all the big plays. And as you heard in one of the videos, the coaches were shouting him out because they were like, it wasn't for homie. We didn't have no touchdowns. We weren't gonna come back in that game.
Yeah, that's Lucky Jackson of the DC Defenders.
Yes. So he was actually had some huge plays in against the Battlehawks that when they were home, which actually helped the Defenders become the lead team in the North. So they are 5-0 to this day. They're the head of the North, and hey, why not? So when I was brought down to the locker room, I said, I want to talk to the star. So they brought him out, and that's how it happened. And from there, he sees me, he comes up and talks to me. It's not even a whole I'm fangirling. No, I'm standing there. I'm waiting to meet the next kid who did some. Lucky comes up to me,
and he ready to talk.
And I'm here for it.
I love it. So you have built rapport. Like you had a goal of building rapport, and you've done that. Okay. All right. And so Crispy talking about this dance that I like doing.
Throwing it back for MTMV. Come on, Crispy, throw it back.
Called Throw It Back for MTMV. So
throw in a circle, Crispy.
All right. So the next question is, and it's about the DC Defenders. Do you believe that they can go undefeated this season?
Whew. I think their only real competition, to be honest with you guys, is the Battlehawks. I know the Roughnecks down in the South. They are literally the only reason why that whole division's even I'm gonna be honest, in existing, because the rest of the teams in that division are poo-poo-pa-choo. But the Roughnecks are also 5-0. Actually, I think they're 4-1. I think they have one.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I feel like it's the Battlehawks that are 4. We can look it up.
I know the Battlehawks are 4-1. But I think, in the South, I think it's the Roughnecks. Are you 4-1 or 5-0? I think that's
the only undefeated. Well, this is from what I saw. The only undefeated team I believe right now is the Defenders.
Okay,
so the Battlehawks are 3-2.
Okay.
And the Roughnecks are 4-1, like you said.
Okay. And then they're the leader of the South. I think that's the only team that brings out a little bit of competition. Will be like that. Could be a possible loss, but I know they have already beaten the Battlehawks twice, and that was the team which, besides the Defenders, which has the most fandom. The fans love the Battlehawks and they love the Defenders.
Real talk.
So between those two, I think that's the Roughnecks and the Battlehawks. If they could continue to beat them, they should be fine.
What's the vibe like at these DC Defender games now?
Oh man, the games are packed. They've been sold out back to back.
They what?
Yeah, they've been sold out back to back. Every game has
now.
Is
this an HBCU sellout or is this a legit sellout?
It's an XFL sellout.
So XFL sellout. Does it mean that the lower half of the stadium is sold out? Is that what that means?
The press box on the 3rd floor, and I go all the way up. I've been up there to the top a few times because, I need a pretzel.
But when you look down,
most of it is there's a lot. I think it's a section that they cut off.
Okay, that's what I mean.
That one piece is cut off, but everything else is filled up. That's what I mean. My first day doing press was a complete poop storm. I'll put it that way. And when I had to go to their ticket booth to buy a ticket, which was not happening, period. I went there. They said they have no tickets. There wasn't any tickets to have. They have handicap tickets, and they say you are walking. I said, "Oh, okay, you told me." I'm just trying to get my media pass, and I don't need your attitude. But I'll say that I guess that one section they cut off, which if you look at it like they don't really get it on TV well, but when you're there, it's like diagonal to the press box. So I see where they cut it off, but everywhere else, it was the coldest day, sold out.
What's the noise like? Are they bringing that energy?
Huh?
Are they bringing the energy?
Oh, the fans are lit. They are excited. They again, if you get beer will make a lot of things more fun for that type of fan group. And the beer snake is back. They love the beer snake is like their biggest thing. Like the crowd loves it. Me, I'm just like, I'm not a beer girl at all anyway. I'm a Eric girl. But like I'm just like, I couldn't imagine drinking beer out of a funnel that someone else poured down to me. That is to me, that is gross. So I wouldn't enjoy that. But it's a huge thing. Actually, the young woman that actually covers the beer snake fiasco, she was in the press box with me, and she's been covering it since 2020. So they are really serious about their defenders, and it makes you like get excited because normally I'm a New York girl. I don't care who wins, but when I'm there, I'm just like, come on, DC, and I'm supposed to be like, wait a minute, I'm pressed. I can't root.
Amen. So, and look, for those people who don't know, like when you're in the press box, you're not supposed to, cheer for any teams, right? You're supposed to remain neutral. You can have a team that you like, right? But when something happens, you ain't supposed to be like, yeah, right?
You can't. It's quiet in there.
Yeah, it should be quiet, and they could kick you out of the press box if you do stuff like that. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anybody get kicked out or escorted out, but I have heard this over the PA. Remember, this is a working press box. This is a working press box. And so
I hear it's a privilege to be in here.
Yeah. So you gotta you gotta kind of keep it buttoned in and pay attention. So here we go. Let's see. Let's go to Crispy real quick. Crispy says lower half sold out. They had to open up the upper half, right? Crispy's been a real advocate for the XFL.
He's right though. They did open up the upper half. They had to, and it was a whole thing.
Yeah. You said they opened up the upper half, right?
Yeah.
It is a whole thing because I'm shocked that it's doing this well right now, to be honest with you.
I'm telling you, people love football. Like it. Well, I'll say this way. If you're not, your team is good, you like it. I'm pretty sure Vegas is like, I'm just here for the liquor. Because I wouldn't be a Vegas fan. So
we got
poor.
Crispy says 38,310 tickets sold, right? Defenders full of disgruntled Commanders fans. They probably are, real talk.
Oh yes, and you'll see a lot of Defenders fans wearing Commanders jerseys and stuff, and they sell out of merch. Because I'll tell you one thing, what she's not gonna do is buy something that she don't need if I don't feel it, like especially fandom stuff. Because again,
and she being you, right?
Yeah, she is me. I pointed to she. So I will, like I told you guys, I'm only buying a Packers jersey because Mr. Aaron Rodgers had it. If it ain't his jersey, it ain't gonna be one on my back. I would sell that thing in a second. But I see these people, they buy all the merch. They're wearing everything. Like DC really goes hard for the Defenders, but they're because again, the Commanders, it's like you hope for a decent season, but you already expecting failure. Crispy, for the last time, the NFC is not a bad division because again, we were the NFC beast this year. So grow up and get over it. I know you mad because your man's left the Titans, but you know what? You gotta get over it.
And I too am a fan of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I am not.
Whoa.
Hot take. I'm not.
Okay. You know what? we got 30 seconds. Unfold this for me. Why? What's your deal? Why you don't like The Rock?
Like it's just like after WWE, it was when I was watching WWF, it just like that was a long
time ago.
I know it was a long time. I remember when the Rock and Stone Cold matches were that thing. Okay, that used to get me excited.
Okay,
back in the day, but it's just I feel like some of his movies are cheesy. Even though I love Rampage, that's one movie I love. That's absolutely horrible, but I love it. I just feel like, yeah, I like that.
You thought Black Adam was cheesy?
Oh God, I didn't even watch that trash. I wasn't watching that.
Whoa! You haven't seen Black Adam?
I wasn't watching it.
If you
I don't
haven't
watch
seen
anything actually DC besides Batman.
If you haven't seen Black Adam, then I gotta pull back on the way you're going about this right now, right? Because Black Adam was dope.
Have you seen Tooth Fairy? Have you seen Rampage? Have you seen Skyscraper?
In what world would it be the thing for me to go see Tooth Fairy?
You have a little sister.
My little sister's like 30. So
back then she wasn't.
Yeah, she was still older, too old to go see the Tooth Fairy with. I wasn't. Come on,
I
baby,
didn't like
let's
Tooth
go
Fairy.
see Tooth Fairy. Stop it. Ain't no way. I don't see a situation. Nora didn't watch African American Adam.
Crispy Gill. Crispy taking me out. No, I did not. I don't like DC comics besides Batman.
You know what though? Real talk.
I like Marvel.
I challenge you to go watch Black Adam. In exchange, is there
what
a
do
movie
I get?
In exchange, is there a movie you would challenge me to watch?
Huh, okay, let me ruin your day. You can watch Tooth Fairy. I'll watch Black Adam.
It's not gonna ruin your day, right?
Nah,
you would have got a scarier response from me if I had to go watch Precious. Now that is gonna ruin my day. Precious. That would ruin my day.
I'm not watching Precious again. I hate black trauma.
I ain't never watched Precious the first time. I don't even know what's going on. Nope.
Okay, Wakanda Forever. I thought you
nope.
meant Wakanda,
No, I never watched Precious ever.
Really? You never watched Precious?
Huh?
You never watched the movie ever?
No. For what purpose? Well, why would I ever do that to myself?
It was well done. It's just very traumatic. Like I
tell you, one thing he don't do is put himself through.
I know that's right.
He put himself through stuff.
Chris in his comments just bugged out. Like he bugged out.
African American forever over African American Adam and Eve.
What are you talking about, Crispy? Like explain. I'm confused.
He's talking about the Wakanda Forever versus Black Adam. That's what he's saying.
It's unfair. Like Chadwick Boseman died. If he didn't die, I think it would have been a great movie. But
it was still lit. Like I still loved it. Right? I still love it. Yeah. Precious about to make you just give up on life.
Until the end. Man.
I'll never know.
I'll say his way.
That's one thing he'll never know.
Just be blessed. You have the life you live, and you're not living Precious's life. Say that. Every time I look at that, I'm like, oh, thank God I have my life, because that's rough.
Because ain't no way. I'll just tell you that right now. Yo, so V,
I did see Creed.
Oh yeah, Creed was lit though.
I like Creed. Creed was
good. Dang, I wish we had more time, because you know what? Next week, can we table this and dive in and do a deep dive into Creed 3?
Oh yes, we can.
Okay, I'll bring some pictures just to make sure you're excited.
Oh, fantastic!
So here we go.
Keep the audience excited.
I don't know about the audience, but at least I keep your attention. Well, so here we go. We're going to dive into let's see, we can do one more. Ooh, I got a shout out. You ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna do a quick one and then you can wrap us up. You ready for it?
All right.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, this is Miracle from Trackstars. I wanted to make sure you guys know all about the official Trackstars universe. So, if you'd like a free Trackstars t-shirt, yes, as well as free merch, discounts, and exclusive content, and of course, direct access to your favorite radio host, then this is for you. Make sure you go to trackstars.com/official. That's trackstars.com/official.
We back, Nora.
Shout out to the Trackstars. Get that free merch, y'all.
All right, y'all. That's it for us. It's been good. It's been great. Nora,
great episode.
Yeah, next week, man, we'll have more stuff. the mock draft. So if you're on the website, go to www.mtmvpn.com. You can check out our latest mock draft. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Me and the professor dropped our mock draft. We started off with picks 1 through 10, right? So actually we did all 31 picks actually in the first round, because there's only 31 because Miami tried to get Tom Brady and Sean Payton without the league's permission, right? They did some so they lost their first round pick, and that's why it's only 31 picks in the first round. Hey, I'm just reporting it live how it is, right?
Yep.
So because of that, we did all 31 picks in the first round. Me and the professor, we just dropped picks 1 through 10. We'll be dropping picks 11 through 20 coming up soon, probably tomorrow at some point, right? And then you'll get the end of that draft. And so and then we'll do our big mock draft, which is coming up soon. So Nora, that's it for me. You got anything for the people?
All right, guys. Again, take care of yourselves out there. We are officially in the spring solstice. Shout out to me in science. So that means we're in less and going out more. It's time, baby, to get out there in the streets. Come on, hoes. So have a good time and be safe out here. And those married people, those in love people, y'all, it's time to wear less and come out more. Start staying out later. Come out and have fun with the hoes. Okay, have a good time.
Keep saying bros the wrong way. All right, thank y'all so much. God bless y'all.
Y'all take care. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Oh Lord, we still live. Rick, turn off the live, Jesus.